Hello, welcome back to Youth and Inexperienced Gaming. We are playing Dad Quest. We are a dad. We got the job of dad, and now, having escaped a top secret facility for dad training, we're following this little girl into a lighthouse apparently. Hey, I'm going inside. Come on through whenever you're ready. At least I think this is a lighthouse.
We'll find out.
It's a big, tall structure on a beach. That's what
Oh.
I'm basing it on. It's a library.
Yeah.
The library.
Well,
Hi, Dad. Welcome to the library. The library? Yepperoni. This is the library. The only TM-sanctioned official centre of knowledge on the plan. Wait.
on the plane.
OMG. Dad, I'm back in the library. The most absolutely, incredibly wonderful place ever. I'm back home. I was so bored. Holy jeez, dude. But hold up one second. I feel like I brought you here for something important. My dad
I'm getting
says...
the feeling that the person that wrote this dialogue is trying very hard to be hip.
Or maybe they're trying, like... I hope it's an ironic thing in that they're trying too hard to be hip and hoping that it's funny that it's not.
They've missed that mark, haven't they?
Um,
Whoops.
Dad says I remember everything except what I'm supposed to, but I don't need to remember. All the knowledge I'll ever need is right here in my books. Books! I bet that whatever we're here for had something to do with books. That's generally why you go to a library. That or to use the computers or print something.
I read a book once. She lives in a chuffing library. She read a book once.
About dads. I think it was about new dads going to the Dadge. Dadge. I don't know how they want this to be pronounced. Dadge Shrine or something. Well, it's probably in here somewhere. Maybe read some books and you'll find it. Wow, okay, be a little more specific. The tutorial. No, we did that one. Put the book back. I'm not convinced that all the information in here is true. You know, because you can't trust everything you read in the library. That's true, Donald Trump has books.
That reminds me of something when I was a kid. I was doing this, I forget what the project was on at school, but it was something to do with history. And I'd researched it and my dad read through it and said, "This is wrong." And I said, "No, that's true." He says, "No, it's wrong." So I went upstairs and we got some encyclopedias, so I found the page in the encyclopedias where I found this statement.
Yeah.
And I put it in front of me dad, and you know what he said?
The book's wrong?
"You can't believe everything you read." You're a bus driver, dude. What the fuck do you know about Boudica? Just behave.
Hi, Grandad, if somehow you decided you're going to watch this.
Probably doesn't know enough about YouTube to find it. Can't believe everything you read. This youth and experience thing can't be right. No, he's a stormy dad.
In case it isn't clear, you're supposed to climb up this bookcase like a ladder. That's safe. Oh, yeah, she agrees. It's cool aesthetically, but also really impractical and unsafe. Yeah, that's like the #1 thing that they tell you not to do with assembled shelving units, is climb them.
Well, it's really difficult to get Rapunzel to turn up for this sort of shit.
Where is a book about the Dad Shrine? Would you like to read Pigeon Feathers?
Oh.
What have we got? I remember he was wearing a pigeon's eyes. It's a pigeon recounting his experience of pigeon genocide at the hands of a dad.
Joy.
That is a distressed looking library goer. Did you know that the average dad spends over 25,000 gravel teaching their child new talents?
And that's relevant because...
I don't know, but imagine snipping that out of the context of this game and just plastering that as a fact on the internet. And seeing people try to decipher what the fuck you're on about. The average dad spends 25,000 gravel.
talking about
School
education.
prices. Oh, here we go. School prices has increased exponentially over the past few years.
That's a much misused phrase as well.
What?
Things increasing exponentially. It's an actual mathematical progression based on an exponent, which is a function. And people say it's increased exponentially, meaning it's grown quite a lot.
Yeah.
Something that grows exponentially grows at a calculated rate, doesn't it?
Yes.
So that's a much misused phrase.
Indeed.
But what I was going to say is, like, do you think that traditional education has had its day? Because cramming facts into people's heads is not as useful anymore. If they want facts, they can just look them up on the internet.
Well, yeah, there's certainly discussions that education should be geared more towards the ability to research and think critically
Yeah,
instead of regurgitate information from rote.
yeah, it's more like strategic thinking now, isn't it?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I did critical thinking in college, and I honestly think it should be a compulsory subject in school.
Yeah, well, it's given the fact that the internet is what most people use for research, and a lot of it is unsubstantiated because anybody can post on the internet. You need to be able to evaluate what you're looking at, don't you?
Hmm.
And to find other ways to verify.
Yeah.
And teaching a child that skill is far more useful in the modern society than teaching it, you know, what King Arthur did first or whatever.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. But yeah, it was always like that subject in school that pretty much everyone agrees is useless. It's either referred to as PSHE or life skills in the UK, and it is not helpful. I don't retain a single thing from any of those lessons because it wasn't life skills like, you know, figuring out what taxes you would pay as an adult or how to find properties or apply for jobs or anything like that. I don't remember any of it. All I know is that when I left school at 16, my practical life skills were whatever ones I picked up from you or the internet. I certainly didn't walk away from it saying, thank God for Mrs. Won't name the teacher because that's unfair, but Mrs. What's-her-face. If it wasn't for her, I would be a 16-year-old man-child.
It's like that other misnomer that you get at school, sex education. I don't know if it was what it was like for you, but for us, it was just like the mechanics of pregnancy and gestation and all that.
Yeah, that's always what it has been, hasn't it?
It doesn't teach you anything about sort of the human interaction and relationships and things like that, which are probably more useful. You know, yes, by all means teach people how people get pregnant and what the bodily processes are, but by the same token you need to prepare them for relationships and that whole negotiation that happens.
There are some universities and colleges now in both the UK and the US and probably other countries as well that now offer relationship classes. I remember because there was a sort of heated debate on the internet as some people went like, this is stupid, why would you teach this in a class? And some people being like, no, this is a really...
Why wouldn't you?
But yeah, it taught things like understanding the rules of consent in a sexual relationship.
Yeah.
And like they were teaching this to 16, 17, 18-year-olds and being like, look, it's not always enough to take implied consent from the situation. Relationships have to be on a basis of explicit consent, and although it can be kind of dorky to actually ask your partner if they're interested in having sex, it's better than the alternative of realising that you've emotionally blackmailed them or twisted their arm and then look back on it and going like, Yeah, she wasn't, or he wasn't, or they weren't into that. Oops.
Well, there is that whole minefield. Yeah. But it's even more important now that you have these sort of Snapchat things where they send new pictures to people, and then they end up on sort of share sites and things like this. You know, it would be very useful for young people to know the pitfalls of all this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And to know that when they're being emotionally blackmailed and when they, you know, so that consent is truly informed consent. You know, I mean, how can you give informed consent about something you know naff all about? Power throw.
We can now throw the child to do more damage.
Wow.
So, can charge up the throw.
Well, like, oh, actually, like Popeye used to wind his fist up.
Yep. And once you charge up your child, they start to vibrate and you can fling them further and harder.
Yeah.
What's in here?
The warehouse.
Oh, I think we can dress our child up. We can give him a mohawk.
Or
Dad, do you want your son to have a mohawk or a headscarf from the looks of things? A desert hood and some robes from the looks of it. Desert wrap.
Don't know if any of that would be useful.
No, I think it's purely cosmetic.
Oh right, okay.
And then we take our child in the booth and change them. There's no entrance for dads, you have to throw your child in. Yep, you can just sort of change the clothes.
Ah.
Bodies collected. I know what they mean, but that sounds horrific.
Huh.
So I haven't been paying attention to the plot because of the conversation we've been having. What are we doing?
The thing. I've no idea. We just suddenly found ourselves in the middle of a dust storm, and there you go.
Is this the way to go? Desert route. He looks important. Hey, you! The heck you think you're doing out here? It's too dangerous to go into the desert. Go back to the library unless you have a really good reason to be out here.
Do you have a really good reason?
I'm a dad on a quest.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! Look at that, I just one-shotted that pineapple. Wait a second, I said stop it right where you are. Don't you take one more step. I swear I'll come down there.
Okay.
Bring it. Come on down then, you... whatever you are. Dang it. Okay. Since you're so set on going out there. Some dude ran by here earlier. I wasn't able to stop him. Guess standing all the way up here...
Because you don't try that hard, do you, you lazy little fat hippie?
What gives you the feeling he's a hippie? Just the headband?
Yes.
It's enough to go on.
I can't see any shoes. And the hair.
Yeah.
I mean, he spent like 20 seconds on his hair.
Try not to let him die, please. It's only my first day on the job. I'm not trying to mess up too bad, you know? Thanks. You're a terrible lookout. Oh,
Whoa.
God, it's the hedgehog rhino monsters.
Do a power throw on him.
I've got an angry child. I missed.
Oh. You really do have to hit shit with the kid's face, don't you?
I know, it's just... And
It's mildly disturbing.
I'm hesitant to say this, but from like a gameplay perspective,
It's quite nice.
yeah, it's... The controls are really satisfying. The throwing is a bit awkward on getting the angling correct. Like, I seem to miss more than I actually pose a threat to anything. But in terms of the melee, like, just wailing on things with the child actually seems to work really well, and you get a good sort of feedback from when you hit something. Like, I can tell I've messed something up with my child's head. Presumably my child's...
Oh, that is dangerous, isn't it?
But yeah, from a gameplay perspective, it's got really satisfying, punchy melee combat.
You might want to freeze that. Oh. It's a poo fruit.
Oh, I broke the lollipop. All I've got now is matches.
Oh, dang.
I suppose I should save those for, say, coming up against a boss or something.
Yeah.
Take that, you pissed off pancreas. There.
Oh, big goldy thing.
Help! It keeps unsettling me that the pineapples occasionally talk. Bob! Sod off! Just go away! No, ow! Child, return to me! You are summoned! Ow, Jesus Christ. It's a stick. Adds 5 more damage to melee damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're going to stop there for now. This has been Youth and Inexperienced Gaming, talking about education and playing as a man in a baseball cap throwing a small child at pineapples.
Yeah, with a magnum moustache for some reason.
I don't know. That's apparently what Dad's... That is... I mean, it's not dissimilar to you. Moustache is a slightly different colour and style, but you know.
My moustache doesn't have style, it's just there to hide part of my face. It's the only form of censorship I can have. I try and grow a beard and moustache to hide as much of my face as I can so the world doesn't have to put up with it. It's a public service I'm doing, so shut your face.
Okay. So, Youth and Inexperienced Gaming, we've been playing Dad Quest. Thank you for watching. Please like if you liked this. Consider following us on our social media, sharing us to yours. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for updates as to when our videos come out. Cool. That's all for now. Bye, folks.